So let's continue. So we looked at all the theory for control structure. So let's look at some practice of all the things we saw today. And I have a replit here in our days 4. Also we'll talk about the homeworks as well, right? I'll need to activate them, I think. Or the quizzes should be active. Let's take a look. Quiz active.
No.
No?
Oh, wait, this
19th September, I activated this morning. Yeah. Now about the homeworks, let's do that. Right. So, ridiculously simple so far. Still, I guess, guys, are getting you up to speed. Right. So let's do this on easy. Three numbers in descending order. Right. I'm not insulting you, I hope. But so 19 is. You want something harder already? I can oblige. Not yet. It's okay for now. Right. But the second one, yeah. So the NATO alphabet, right? NATO second homework, second homework, right? NATO Alpha, Oscar, Bravo, and so on, right? Those who want to demonstrate the right notice, right? So 26 letters, right? And the idea, of course, is so these people, when you're saying something on a phone or on a walkie-talkie, you don't have a mistranslation, right? So if you use the inputs A, alpha, and so on, right? Also digits 1, 0 up to 0. So if somebody enters something else, it's not uppercase letter or digit, not recognized. So there are multiple ways of solving it. So this will also show you that this is probably the first slightly interesting assignment because you have more freedom. You can use switch case, for example. You can use if-else. I mean, if there's nothing else you know about the programming, you can use if-else. You have this big chain, right? Kind of boring. But there are other approaches you can use, right? So maybe you can use another approach. It's completely fine. I will tell you, I will accept any approach. It gives you the right answers, right? So let me see about the submission. So next Thursday. Again, next Thursday. Right. At the evening. So the first 2 homeworks you have until midnight tonight, right? The first 2. Yeah.
For the first one, the dates are incorrect.
Yeah. Let me check the dates. Let me check. Good. Let me double check them. My homeworks. Okay, this one, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. 19th January. Oh, January still. You submitted it anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't change much.
Okay, so you can. So here's the thing. Yes, you can submit after the date. By the way, yeah. So that's good news for you, right? But there's going to be a penalty basically. If sometimes people just wake up in the last day of December, right? Before the grades are due, and they do all the homework at once, right? But none of you are going to do that, hopefully, right? Then, of course, theoretically it's going to be possible, but you'll have, maybe get like, 30% of the grade or something, very little, right? So don't do that, right? So, to 12. So yeah, so if you submit it, if you, for some reason, your, dog eats your code or something, right? Right? Then you can submit it late, but it's going to be some penalty. If it's 1 day late, it's going to be probably 90% and so on, right? So I reserve some leeway on grading there. So yeah, but of course, first one is easy. So everybody almost. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, this is correct today. Yeah. Right, and almost everyone has submitted. Right. Very good. Right. I mean, this is just basically print hello world, basically. So, question now to you: how many of you have local C++ now working on your computer? Everyone, almost everyone, sort of.
Have.
Yeah, you have. And you? Not yet?
I have.
Okay, you have. So everybody. Perfect. So, well, mostly Windows, one Mac, right? Mac is probably easiest, right?
I use Xcode.
Yeah, okay, Xcode comes with the compiler. How about others? Which compiler are you using, guys?
Visual Studio.
Which one? Visual Studio one, right? You install Visual Studio?
I chose to download CLine since I
yeah.
had some problems with Visual Studio
Yeah.
and I didn't want to bother with them.
Okay, good. Yeah, CLine is good too. I mean, great. I mean, both are good. Visual Studio, CLine are both good. Yeah. So Visual Studio will install the compiler if you select C++ option. How about CLine? What compiler are you using? Which one is it also using Visual Studio or the Microsoft one?
Which one?
CLion. Which
Yeah.
compiler is it using?
I think Visual.
There should be an option. Of course, you can select which compiler to use. Maybe it's using. There should be an option somewhere, preference. So you're only CLine user. Everybody else is using Visual Studio.
Yep.
You using what's your code editor? Mac user. You. Mac. What are you using for editor?
Xcode.
Xcode. Xcode. Just
It's
Xcode.
just like, yeah.
Yeah. So easy. Okay. All right. So yeah. So actually, I don't really have to. You don't need my help here. I wonder. I'm just curious. How hard would be to select here? Do we have WSL here? That'd be easiest. I don't think we have it here on this computer, the school computer, right? I don't think so. There's no WSL? No, I guess no. On Visual Studio. Oh, there is Visual Studio. Okay, that's good. Right, that's good. So that means probably there's a compiler somewhere. There's also Visual Studio Code, right? So let's see. I'm just curious. I have not tried developing C++ on Visual Studio Code with C++ plugin, right? Which would seem like a good lower, slightly, how should I say, lightweight way of developing, as opposed to full Visual Studio, right? You can certainly use Visual Studio to develop and do everything, right? I'm just curious. Let's see if this actually works. So let's do Visual Studio Code. Ah, come on. I'm trying to. What kind of search? Oh, it's best match. It's not actually included here. All right. So we have to install it here. What do we have here? We have Edge, Zoom, OBS, players. We have nothing else. Yeah, we don't have anything else. Here I have to install Visual Studio. Yeah. So that's why I only have to use code-based tools. Right. There's the interesting thing is GitHub has Codespaces, right? Because you have a way of having your virtual system. Let's see here, dashboard. That's the price. It's actually probably free for you guys for like 160 hours, like I have here, like 4 cores. You get like choose your machine, virtual machine, right? You can start writing code basically on that. It's a possibility, right? Let's see, what is this one here? Codespaces fork. What did I do here? This is like 10 days ago. What did I make here? Oh, let's take a look at this Codespace. Oh no, that's not. I'm not open it up. Oh, here. So I'm logged in my account, GitHub account, right? And you basically get, it's like Visual Studio Code, except it's virtual, right? It's running on a virtual machine, and you're using your web browser as an interface. So this could work on any browser, right? So kind of cool, right? Unfortunately, not all shortcuts will work, because this is a browser, right? The reason why this works so well, of course, because, as you probably know, Visual Studio Code is basically written as a browser-based technologies, actually. It's written using, it's actually an Electron application. If you heard of this technology, right? It's basically a fancy browser, basically. Okay, let's see, what do I have as a compiler? Do I have GP Plus version? If not, I can install it. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm good to go. So this is one way of doing it, right? So I could write code here, right? I have my compiler. Of course, G++ and GCC is, of course, should be same version, right? Yeah. It's like relatively old Ubuntu, 2019. Yeah, Ubuntu 2004. I don't know why it's such an old Ubuntu. Well, 4 years old, still supported. And now let's see if I have any files. I don't have any files. Okay, let's write a hello world here. Can we compile it? Right? Of course, setting it up correctly. What are my extensions here? Codespace, and reload window, pull requests, what else? I want to install C++, install it. Alright. Oh, I can create C++ file, that's good. Let me reload it. And how do I do it? If I press this, yeah, I want hello world. Create C. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Okay. So I can close the welcome, but it didn't do it for me. Okay, let's reload window. Headless space fork. Those are just random words, of course. Okay, so I have my extensions. All right. Microsoft owned 70 million downloads. Right. So any of you are using this extension? Anyone try this?
Yeah.
Visual Studio Code with extension.
I have it installed.
You have it, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So okay. I guess I'll do it by hand. Okay. So I thought it would help me a little bit. Okay. So I'll be lazy. So main CPP, right? All right. I have it. Extension pack. What's up with that? Or maybe oh, there's an extension pack. That's fine. Okay. All right. I want some help. I'm lazy, right? So include, right? Include. Okay. IO stream, right? IO stream. At least I can get some help. Right. Int. So using namespace. Standard, right? Int main void for now, right? Say out hi mom or right or hi right, something like this. Okay, looks okay. Right, let's see if everything works. Right, so let's look at LSL. Right, yeah, I have my main. And I should be able to compile it now if everything is okay. G++, I'll do VAL, right? Maybe I'll make bigger letters. Come on, kind of bigger. Control plus works. Yeah, Control plus works. Okay. Control plus works. All right. So main, right? And again, if I don't do anything, right, compiler will compile to A out or something like that, right? I'll say my main. Hello there. Hello there, right? Yeah, all right. So it works. All right, hi mom. All right. So it works. Now, do we actually get any help here? Can I install Copilot here? I wonder. I can publish this this amazing piece of work to GitHub, right? But no, I'm not going to do that yet. I wonder if I can install Copilot here on Codespaces, right? I'm kind of curious because I'm so addicted to Copilot. Make my life easier. Copilot, I think there was a way. Come on. Yeah, I can install it. And if this is like, then it's like. Right, and I can write your homework for you. Let's see how far do we get. All right. Copilot, I don't need Teams. I don't need the chat. I don't want the chat. I just want regular, good old Copilot. All right. So now we have a little Copilot symbol. C++ like language mode looks good. So now let's write a program to now. Let's write a function, right? Let's write a function. Let's write a function. No, okay, no. But let's do to greet to output numbers based on digits. So this is your second homework, right? If when given a string 1 down to 9. Okay. Simple function. Right? So there's multiple ways of doing this, right? So let's see what AI. Let's do the 8. Let A do this. AI do this work. Not doing anything. All right. So we want integer, right? Get digit, right? String. We need, of course, you need input string, right? Using include string, right? Right?
Yes.
All right. String digit, right? I don't know why this is not. Digit should not be. Okay, let's do it. Okay, this is one way of doing it, right? You can do this. This is your homework, basically, for you, right? But I wonder if there's other way of doing it, right?
Hash maps.
Yeah, hash maps would be one way. I would love to see hash maps in your so I see you guys are in good shape, right? So this is one way of doing it, right? And then return -1 if there's nothing, right? So again, it's such a simple problem. Again, I can do tab and it will work, right? However, because I don't want to do this by hand, right? And we can test it, right? Hi, Mom.
Are there dictionaries in C++?
Yeah, hash maps.
Oh, this is the same.
Dictionary, again, dictionary hash map, right? I'll show you guys. We'll talk about this in the structures. It's like about 10 more lectures, but I'll show you already since you guys are smart. So, right? So, C++, this big, it's called map. It's called map, right? But be careful. I'll tell you, there's a little bit careful, right? Map, right? I'll show you. Right. So here, there's one problem because this it's not a problem, but you have to be careful. Who can tell me why this might not be what you want? Who can tell me this? This is what you can use, right? It's kind of for C++. It's a standard library, right? And this is good to use, but there's one key word here. Why you might not want to use this? Who can tell me why from this? It's like it's not a trick question. It's just like it's possibly you don't want to use this one. You want to use maybe something else. As hash map, right? As dictionary, right? It looks like it's just like the Python dictionary, right? You have key value. But there's a difference here.
You can only store specific.
That's part of C++ specific types. No, that's fine, right? You have a specific key type, right? But what's the problem? That's not. I wouldn't say problem, but I will tell you it's an overkill. This is not probably what you want. And I'm a little bit angry at C++. There might be. It's why they chose this. They use the name. It's part of the naming. Because most other language libraries will use something else. So what's the key word here? It goes back to our today's lecture, by the way, or fresh lecture today, algorithms. It's sorted. It's sorted. You see this word? It's sorted. You say, okay, that's great. But guys, there's no free lunch, right? Sorting, right? This basically adds a log n penalty to some operations, right? Yes, if you need sorted keys, yes, okay, use this. But oftentimes you don't care about sorting, right? So what you need to use is unsorted map, right? Let me see, I have here unsorted. Nope, it's not here. Unsorted map C++ reference, and that's kind of weird, right? Unordered. Right, unordered map, right? This is what you probably, for this homework, probably this one is better, right? Again, well, it doesn't, I mean, obviously it's not going to be much difference, right? You could compare, of course you could do also, but you could compare it, right? Do some testing, by the way, right? For example, you could do, you can do testing time, hello, right? Oh no, what, time? Oh, sorry, time. Right, you see? Okay, it's a basic command line Linux, Ubuntu, right? And pretty much any Linux, right? Unix also. Time is built in, basically most standard distributions, pretty much every. Right, you can see what actually, how fast it works. And I think you want, let me see, I think it's the real part that you want to care, right? Yeah. So that's what you can use to check compare your different, versions, right? Like quick and dirty way. Windows. obviously it's a Windows subsystem for Linux. It will have this, right? For timing, of course, you can use some built-in ones too. On Visual Studio, may have some tools also. It has tools, but this is like a quick and dirty way of doing it, right? So, and we have our function. I actually haven't compiled this, right? Get digit, right? So, how would I test it? So, okay, I have some digits. I'll do. Let's have an array of strings. Yeah, that's this thread now on bazillion, right? Bazillion, right? All right. This again. I guess like you guys are smart and all. You can kind of figure out what I'm doing. I have an array, right? A list with this actual array, right? I'll pass it basically, right? So I'll test it. Since I have AI assistants, I can just cheat. Ah, come on! I don't want just one. Let's print all of them, right? Loops. We'll do this next lecture for next lecture. Let's output all digits. Right. Come on. Yeah. This is one way of doing it, right? Not the only way. By the way, this is a classical way. Right? We have why 11? Because we have 11 entries and starts from 0 based index, right? Classical C-type loop. Right? Let's do this. Let's compile it. But this is again jumping. I think next lecture. But of course, loops you already know. You're smart. Okay. But of course, no. I didn't want this one actually. Sorry. I wanted this one. Get digit. Sorry. Well, yeah, but let's do that here. Come on, it's going to pick up on this. I hope so. Come on. Ah, right. Well, what the problem is, by the way, who can tell me why AI is not giving me get digit? You know? Well, it's beyond. It's here, right? There's two ways of doing it. I could put it up here, or I could do this. Get this, so I could declare it. I could declare my functions. Yeah. I could not define. I'm declaring it. I am declaring my function, but defining it later, right? This is very, very common in C and C++ languages, right? So it's sort of like organizational issue, right? Because you have the main is where your meat of your program is, right? And you don't want to have all this setup extra functions, right? Right? Gathering. So, yeah. So now, hopefully it picks up. So get digit. Now I can, you see, right? Let's see. Now let's test this. So this is basically your homework, second homework for you, right? Yeah. So it works fine, right? Let's time it, but it's of course timing it, yeah. Again, real time slightly slower because of course printing is expensive. I'm wondering what could we test here for speed, what algorithms? We want to do some sorting or something, we could do some fancy stuff. We have like, well, we only have like 15 minutes, so let's do a quick sort. Yeah. Let's do a quick sort. Yeah, I think so. Let's do a quick sort here. Since we are on a roll, right? Everything works, setup works. Let's see if you can. Which sort can we do? Which good sort do we write from scratch? Quick sort or merge sort? Well, I'll do quick sort, and we'll see if it actually works. Let's do that. Let's write that. I'm lazy. Quick sort. What do we get? Okay, what do we sorting? Well, the thing is, of course, now we have how do we pass values in C++, right? We need to have it. Are we going to be passed by value, by reference? Yeah, that includes big. I don't want to really jump too much ahead because it gets a little tricky. So yeah, what else could I guess I could do a prime calculator or something. Yeah, let's do that, something easy. But that might be a homework too for you guys later on. I have to check. I don't want to do all the homework for you. Let's see what we have for next week. Yeah, that's next week's homework, right? What else could we do? Fibonacci. Yeah, let's do Fibonacci. I don't think we have Fibonacci here.
Do a lead code problem.
Which one?
Lead
code. Yeah, we can do the lead code problem again. Yeah. Let's see which one. Lead code 90. Line 74, right? Those are the basics. Like you have a job interview at Google or Facebook, right? This is what you want to do, right? But of course, some of those, by the way, you will encounter something similar in one of the homeworks. I use some of them as inspiration, basically. But I want something less you minimum array, this maximum proximity array. Let's see. The thing is, most of the good stuff we need array. We need some. Okay. We need something. Contains duplicate. I want some counting. Dynamic programming. That's going to be like in a week or two. We'll start dynamic programming. Strings, tree. Again, heap, right? But you guys, we haven't covered that heap yet. So insert merge intervals. Coin change. Right? That's dynamic programming, of course. Again, that's something to cover. Privacy cookie settings, number of 7 bits, sum of 2 integers, binary, right, array. We see that's array stuff, right? Then I throw over. Yeah, anything we need arrays, which we sort of know already. Strings. Okay, so strings, right? Valid palindrome. Yeah. So again. Things which are sometimes easy in Python, right, are not so easy in C++ because that's string stuff, right? Right. You see C++, right? Because for the string operations are relatively, you need to sort of like find, how should I say, babysit them. In C++, not like in Python, string operations like second nature. Something simple and numeric. These are like easy. Let's do just easy one. Something contains duplicate array. This is a kind of fun one. Yeah, this is the easy one, right? Yeah. So. Yeah, and also we get, of course, things we also need to, you need to know what vector is, right? You need the vector operations again, library, right? For that, something without. I guess we'll just do Fibonacci for now. Something simple. We'll do Fibonacci. Let's do. We'll do a function that outputs Fibonacci numbers, right? And Fibonacci numbers. Okay, so right. So very simple. No, this is ridiculously easy, right? So example, very simply, you have n, right? 0, 1, c, right? C out. I just want to test something here, basically. So let's do that. Fibonacci, let's do like 500, right? That might be pretty big. So what kind of is it integer? Integer. So the question is it going to overflow 500? Probably not. Let's run it. Oh yeah, it overflow. I think there's an overflow, right? Yeah, big overflow, right? Good demo. So what do we do? For now, I think I can fix it with long, right? So Control D, Control D, Control D, right? So these will be all long, right? Not that, yeah, long, right? For now, that should do it. Let's take a look. Yeah, oh no, still overflow. Yeah, that makes things harder, right? So let's do like, well, okay, first of all, I guess we have 5 minutes. Let me show you what you want to. This is getting kind of silly here. What I don't like about this function, first of all, I'm doing, this main is doing a bunch of stuff, saying hi to mom, getting digits and doing Fibonacci, right? 3 different things, but okay, maybe that's a requirement. What I would like to do is, I would like to add an option, which I'm sure you most are familiar, command line option, right? I want that argument, right? I want to add an argument count, and I want to add basically how many arguments I have on. So ability to provide some command line option, because that's a standard for most for pretty much most command line applications. You want to provide some information. You don't want to recompile each time you want to output different Fibonacci numbers, right? You want to provide this already, like at the user level, not at the developer level, right? So let's do that. So int argc exactly. So this is standard. Of course, the names are not important, but this is convention. It's important in a way because this is convention. This is the golden standard. Argument count and char agree. So what do I get now? Now instead of Fibonacci, right? I'm gonna do this, right? So now, of course, I'll get yelled. I'm not using it. No, right? Now, let's check if there are these 2 arguments. Yeah, right? Return 1. This is 0. This error, right? Non-zero. Non-zero is its error, right? There actually there are definitions for the values, such as and there are different. So for now, let's do this one, and now we do the now. So question is first argument is index 1. So question to you maybe, do you know what the 0 argument is? Do you know, anyone? Because why I'm asking for 2?
0 is the name.
Yes, 0 is the name of the program. Yeah, it's convention. Sometimes really it's useful. Most time you don't care, right? You know the name of the program itself, right? It's kind of like given, but yeah. My index 1 because index 0 is the name of the program. Very good. AI agrees with you. Yes, very good. Yes. Okay, so string argument, right? But actually, of course, we need to cast. We need to cast. Yeah, cast this. Yeah, right. Standard. So we learn your functions. It's the numeric conversion. Of course, this could fail. Of course, this could. I think it gives no. I don't actually. Wait, sorry. It might not if it's invalid. I don't think it's exception. I think it's actually minus. It gives you some weird number. I think. Let's input. We'll check it afterwards. No, now we can't. Right? Okay. Now this is much better. Right? Command line option. I like to see command line options. Right? It's not good. It's not great because you have to know the program requirements, right? You don't know what the number is, right? It better be they have flag like fib or something, have a nice descriptive arguments basically. But for now, this is okay, right? And this function is not doing anything. So let's see what the compiler says. Okay, no, it doesn't complain. Okay, hi mom, you need to provide at least 2 arguments. Mom is not paying attention. So I'll do 30. Now it works. Okay, so 30 is half a million. You'll be finished in 4 minutes. So let's do 100. Okay, so 100 already overflow. So Fibonacci grows quite quickly actually. If you think about it, there's a formula for Fibonacci. There's a golden mean formula, right? You calculate like this way. So question is, what do we do? Well, the thing is, we probably need to include a big number library, right? We're running out of space quickly, so what can we do? We can use binary search to find where the overflow occurs. 60? Looks okay still, right? That's about plenty of room still. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That's plenty of room. So 70? Okay, still okay, right? 80? Okay, still okay. So 85? No, still okay. I guess 90. It's not full. I'm not doing full binary search. Okay, 90 is still okay.
99.
All right. Yes, 99 is not good. So 95, still good. So between 95 and 90 is the problem, right? Overflow. Oh, sorry, not like that. Again, notice how compiler, 5 milliseconds. No, sorry. Yeah, 5 milliseconds. No, yeah, 5 milliseconds. Yeah, it's not complaining about this. Is really fast. So 92 is okay. 93. 93. Yeah, still okay. 94. Yeah, 94 is where the overflow occurs. Okay, 94 is the problem. So up to 93. So, I mean, obviously, could have an overflow before somewhere, but I think this is a, yeah, so 75, so 9, yeah, so 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, yeah, that's where the overflow is. Okay, yeah, so up to 93. So now, what do we do? How could we make it? Well, we have to add, we could do manual somehow, we have to keep track of it, right? You have to make your own big num. So for up to 93, so works up to 92, right? To fix this, right? So this works. First of all, two things. First, yeah, would be nice to actually return instead of cout. Why? Because basically printing and calculating are two different things, right? We don't really want to print out everything, right? Usually, right? Keep it separately. Yeah. Printing should be handled by another function, basically, because it's two different things, basically, right? So most likely you want, because why? Because most likely you do not want to print everything. Okay, thank you, AI. So we could do C at the end, right? To return C, yeah, C, and this would be what? I need to change this. We're going to be finished. I guess you guys want to go eat. At long, right? Long. And I will, for now, I'll comment this out, right? And now, of course, this is not what I'll do is cout, right? Again, I can make separate function, but this at least will be for now. If there's something not clear, I'll add this to. This should be. I'll put the link to this in GitHub repository, so you'll be able to, you can even clone it if you want to play around with this. Let's compile it. Come on, lazy. On 90. Yeah, it works. Come on. 93 works. 94 doesn't work. Okay. All right. 93 doesn't work anymore. All right. Now, so what for next week? We do loops again. So this we already did loops. So again, next week still relatively easy. So next week still easy. We will do maybe some more advanced stuff to play around. To me. So when does it get hard?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Simple data types, that's tricky. Arrays, C strings, we'll do briefly C strings, structures, around week 4, 5, yes. Then get to inheritance, right, pointers, yes. So around week 5, 6, so around middle of October, right, when you'll start hating me then, right? So, all right then. So everybody has access to the homework? All right. See you guys on Tuesday. I'll just submit this to the published GitHub.
Fitness meetings. Cross meetings.
Protams. Tas bija viņš laikam mans direktors un kalpījām development of RBS.
How many meetings?
Var izteikt savu viedokli, ko tu domāji. Viņi noliek normālu ūdens automātu turēt.